Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Wide. Get wide. Whip.
They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be dreaming. Watch out.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check by 21. Record. Check. Hey, 18. Hey, check by 21.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Check by 21.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Ball. Check by 21.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Watch the ship. Hey, Alpha.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
What? 60 outlaw.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Rush in, rush in.
Smooth. You're out.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Slam.
Hey. Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. As these guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Check back 21. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Kill. Alert.
On second down, it's Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Alert.
Third and 7.
Motion.
On third down, Trubisky got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number 1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5 at the Giants' 46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Ran. Hey, Zoo.
Check. Watch 54.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Alert.
It's just me and you. He's checking.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, alert. Hey, alert. Hey, team 6. Check 24.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
61, matchbox lights. 52. 5.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Now, get ready.
Jones on 1st and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Gary Jennings, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come. Hey, ball. He don't want it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. He's got Burton here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the kick by Rosas is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
you
down.
Don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Shift.
Alert. 10. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 43. Check.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Hey, 18. Hey, high 7. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Come on.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Let him know.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Ready? 8, read. Drop deep. Hey, echo. Strong left.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Hey.
Jones now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Let's go one more.
Hey, one set.
Here's Trubisky. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
That's the way.
Hey, check Mike 21. Hey, orbit. Hey, check Mike 21.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over. Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
There. Leo.
Check 4.
Yep. Get it.
Now Jones throwing on first down. This is caught. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check. 94 is the Mike. 94.
Look at me. Zipper.
Operating from the gun. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Check it backer. Watch out.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them. Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
18.
Hey, I got him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patterson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Push him back. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Ready.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 4 down. Go. 22 jet bomber. Hard. Check 26. Check. Kill. Check. Hey, lock it. Spud. Yo, go. Spud.
To throw again. Jones eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, Sam off. Check. Safe. Yes. Ready.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 62 yards. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Gonna let one fly for Rupp, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Hey, seam 6. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. Call that a very strong gain of 24. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Rock it. Switch. There.
Jones now operating from the gun. This is Jennings. And he will take it on in for a Giant. Touchdown. Gary Jennings with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. PAT up and good by Rosas, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. They need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 44, Trubisky. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, ball. I got motion.
Trubisky to throw again. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, watch the screen. Hey, alert.
On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky. He's going to air one. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable.
Switch it. 6-6. Pull it high.
it here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken short. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 2 draw quarters. Go.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Third and long.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, Charlie. Here we go, here we go. 58, boys, 58. Go out. Look at me. Go, please grip.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught by Jennings. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Bravo.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Fair. Check. Hey. Hit it.
On 4th down, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, high 7.
Here we go, G.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, ball. Alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, back up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check. Who do you want?
Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Alert, 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 alert. Dash.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Nice pick.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Now.
On 2nd and 12, Jones completes it to Jennings.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
94 is the mark. That's right, baby. Go. Slam. Hard. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Mitchell Trubisky sets. Good job. Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. He finds Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. A good pickup there at 22. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
94 is the mic. Stay with your man. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Keep it on me 'cause my name rings bells. People sing